Just being able, growing up playing on that turf, obviously in high school and now in college, being able to play out there means a lot. Having the last game with an opportunity to play in the playoffs on the line means a lot. I know a lot of these guys out here, we go through summer workouts out there, winter workouts, running in the snow, all that. So being able to play the last game out there is really meaningful. They've struggled this year, but they've put themselves in some good positions. Just haven't been able to capitalize. They've had some injuries, but they got some good skill players out there. They want to try and throw the ball around a little bit. They do some things with motions that we've got to be ready for. But I think if we come out and play like we should, we can get back on the right track.
I don't think so. This is what we wanted, all season long. Put ourselves in a position where we can, win our next game and have a chance to go to the postseason. So we've had a great week of practice so far, and our guys have a lot of energy. Looking forward to this game. Yeah, every week to me, I don't take anything for granted. So I've just been enjoying these last few practices that I do have guaranteed. So I'm just very thankful for the opportunity to continue to play this game. And our goals are to go to the postseason next week, and we just got to take care of business Saturday, and everything else take care of itself. Yeah, definitely. It's the MIAA. We treat everyone just the same. Any team can win each week, and our coaching staff has done a great job. Not overlooking anyone, because if you look at Kearney's results and their schedule, they played with every team on their schedule. So we're gonna have to be ready to come out and play with a lot of energy. And Kearney has a lot to live for. In their season on a strong note, so they'll be ready to play. They do similar to what Northwest Missouri has done. Their defense coordinator came from there, so they do some similar stuff like that. But our coaching staff has done a good job preparing a great game plan for us.
It's there. You can definitely see it, but at the end of the day, you got to make sure that you're focused in on what you got to do. The thing that really impresses me about NebraskaKearney is how they continue to play each and every week, because if you go and look at their scores, usually when you see a team that maybe hasn't won a game, you're seeing a lot of blowout losses, and their players are competing, and that's impressive to watch. Well, I think, from a defensive, I think defensively they're playing really hard. I think they're doing a really good job. They're physical. They play hard. Offensively, their quarterback is, they're learning a different system than what they were used to last year. So anytime that happens, it does take a while, to kind of really feel comfortable with it. I do know that with their quarterback, he's definitely someone. And I go back to what he did last year. Is he can run, he can move, he's very athletic, and they've had some struggles offensively. But I also know that the longer you continue to do stuff, when you get a lot of reps at it, that there's going to come a point in time that something's going to click, and we just hope it doesn't click on Saturday. Yeah, it has been. It's have an opportunity to continue playing playoffs. We haven't really talked about it all year, but we are at the end of the season where we have one game and we're in playoff mode right now. That's the one thing that we have talked about to our players, is that the type of energy that you have, how you go about preparation, everything that we're doing right now is in playoff mode, because that's what we're in. Well, and he's played different positions, and he's just the ultimate team player. He's great that's how you want, when we go out recruiting, we're recruiting student athletes, we want them to be like Brandon Gentz. Somebody that's going to not put himself before the team. Somebody's going to do everything we ask of him, and also be a good football player. But the great thing about with Brandon too, is you've been able to see him develop from when we recruited him as a quarterback, and everybody told me that I was crazy for recruiting him as a quarterback, to moving him to receiver, and then him finding a home at safety. It's been, and then plus he's added bonus. He's from Emporia. So what more could you ask? And he's also been a great leader. So guys like Brandon, man, that's what coaching's all about. Yeah, it's a really good group. The way I look at things too is, and it's, if somebody went out and did a study, I don't know if it would be 100% accurate, but I've looked at, when we've had successful seasons, I've always looked at the senior class. Really kind of what type of senior class do you have? Is it a tight-knit group? Is it a family-based group? Are there guys that have been involved in the program for a long time? And with this group here, you can answer yes to all of those. And I think that's paid huge dividends for us this year and in the success that we've had up to this point. And even the guys that maybe transferred in that maybe have been here 2 or 3 years, those guys have fit in very well, and they understand our culture and they've adapted to our culture.